Hello Commanders, welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Now that the game has been officially released and we know that what we see is what we get, I mean there are no changes coming to the features, I thought it would be nice to take a closer look at the ships that are available to buy and play with in this game and take a look what they can do, how they can help you progress in the game and make profit out of every major activity. Of course, we're gonna start with the Sidewinder, which is the starting ship of the game. Let's go into the outfitting and take a closer look. When you start the game as a new commander, of course you get a Sidewinder, and we can see here at the right bottom corner of the screen that the maximum power is 6.4, its maximum cargo capacity is 4 tons, fuel capacity is 2 tons, but that's not gonna bother you when you start the game. It's something to consider later if you wanna make adjustments to your ships in order to travel faster, in order to travel further, and its current jump range is 7.56 and 6.96 Laden, which is an average jump range. It's not bad, of course, it's not great either. It will allow you to travel in nearby systems without having any real problems. Now, what can you do with the Sidewinder? I'm gonna be honest, this little ship is one of the best starting ships, vehicles, equipment, you name it, that I have ever seen in a game. It can perform every major activity in the game, from mining to combat very easily, and let you have a taste about each one of them. Of course, later you wanna progress and choose a ship that will fit better your playstyle, but as a starting ship it does a very good job. About combat, pulse lasers are okay weapons for the Sidewinder. They can do damage. Eventually you wanna upgrade them, but if you wanna start right ahead and go out there and have some fun, you can jump into a nav beacon and with your pulse lasers target some small ships, other Sidewinders, eagles, haulers, and even destroy them, make profit out of bounty hunting. It is very easy to take on Sidewinders, eagles and haulers, and actually you should go out there and try to hit something. This way you will start learning how to fight in Elite Dangerous, and of course targeting, which is a bit difficult at start. Now let's get that guy, and he's dead. It's really easy to fight that kind of ships, and now with the increase on bounties it's quite profitable as well. You can even take on bigger ships like Cobras, Vipers, or even Python if you are lucky, but that will require other NPCs around to distract them, to fight them as well. Eventually you will have to upgrade the weapon of your Sidewinder in order to fight other ships, more hard ships like Vipers and Cobras. Either way, it's a good practice and you should go out there and try to kill something. If you do enjoy combat and want to continue this way, then after a while you will have to improve your weapons and upgrade them. Remember that there are two types of weapons, those that are doing thermal damage and are better against shields, and those that are doing kinetic damage and are better against the hull of the ships. Lasers belong in the first category, and they are quite good for a starting bounty hunter because they don't consume ammunition like the kinetic weapons such as multi-cannons or cannons in general, but they do require quite a lot of power. So if you wanna stick with your Sidewinder and keep hunting bounties, eventually you will need to upgrade your power plant into a better option so you can have more power and of course your weapons. You could stick with laser because of the no ammunition advantage, or you could try the multi-cannons, which are quite a nice alternative. Not only because they do a lot of damage to enemy ships, but also because they don't need a lot of power, so you can divert more energy to your thrusters and shields. You can of course choose to have fixed mount weapons or gimbaled weapons. The difference is that gimbaled weapons do less damage than fixed weapons, but they auto-track your target and all you have to do is keep them in the center of your screen. Multi-cannons are quite devastating against small ships like eagles, sidewinders and haulers, and they can really survive this attack. I do also like the sound of the multi-cannons, it's quite enjoyable to fire with them, and they are a great weapon to begin bounty hunting with. Now if we can only finish that damn angle. Eagles are fast but not gonna give you a lot of trouble. There are plenty of options for you to upgrade the weaponry on your Sidewinder and go out there and have fun in the first hours or even days of the game, and you should choose the weapons that you think they are better for you. Now, because the Sidewinder comes with a basic discovery scanner, it can perform as a starting explorer, but it's not the best ship for that job. There are other ships later to perform as a starting exploration ship. You can take a good taste of it with the Sidewinder. Remember that the basic discovery scanner has a 500 light seconds range, so if there is something further away you won't be able to find it unless you know where to look for, but in general you can give it a go. Also, the not so long jump range doesn't help the Sidewinder as an exploration ship. There are though a couple of things that you can do to increase this jump range, and first thing is to remove any modules you don't need, such as weapons. You can sell your weapons back to the station, and you can now see that the jump range is increasing a bit. You could keep the weapons if you want to check some unidentified signal sources or jump into a nav beacon and take a look for wanted criminals, but it would be nice to increase your jump range if you want to go out there and do some exploration. Also, a very important addition to any exploration ship is the fuel scoop. And unfortunately the Sidewinder doesn't have enough modules to equip an extra fuel scoop, so you will have to lose something, and that will be either the shield generator or the cargo rack. Of course it can be the basic discovery scanner, because you are gonna go out there for exploration and you need a scanner. If you feel that you wanna take the risk, then you can lose the shield generator and replace it with a fuel scoop. That way you are ready to go out there, find some planets, find some asteroid belts, and make a profit out of it by selling the data back to a station. You will need to have some income in order to upgrade your ship, buy new ships, and of course progress through the game. If you are not a big fan of combat, then you will obviously need to take a look at trading. The fastest way you can make some money is by checking the bulletin board where you are. There are plenty of courier missions and hauling missions in general. So for example, this one wants you to haul a lot of fabricators in a station nearby. It's only 1.87 light years away. It's not a bad payout, but eventually you want to start making a lot more money than this. The problem with the Sidewinder is that it only comes with 4 tons cargo. In order to start making some money out of trading, you will need to increase that cargo, and you can do it by replacing some modules you don't need. So for example, we have already removed the shield for a fuel scoop if you were going out for exploration, but if you are looking to trade, then you could replace that shield generator for some extra cargo rack. You should take a look at what is available at any station. We can see here there is a cargo rack with a capacity 2. Here is a cargo rack with a capacity 4, and that's the highest we can find in this station for Sidewinder. So we can equip this to our Sidewinder, and immediately we have doubled the capacity of our cargo. But why stop there? If you're not going out for exploration, you can also remove the scanner, and there is a cargo rack of 2, and I don't think there is any other cargo rack here with more than 2. No, there isn't. So if we replace the basic discovery scanner with a cargo rack of 2, we have reached our Sidewinder's capacity to 10 tons cargo, and this is the maximum you can get for the Sidewinder. You can start doing some really viable missions that will offer you more than 10-15k credits sometimes. That's one way to do trading. The other way is by finding some good trading routes among space stations and deliver the products they need. If you manage to find a trading route that nets you more than 1k credits profit per ton, then you are good to go, and you will soon start making some serious money and be able to proceed to the next ship of your choice. If you don't want to find it, you don't want to spend your time looking for trade routes or doing missions for stations you don't give a damn about, then there is always the option to start doing some mining. We're pretty much set like this for performing some mining operations. We're only missing the mining lasers, so we can go back to the hard points, find the mining lasers and equip 2 of them, as long as our power permits us. There we go, but that's not enough. You're gonna need a refinery as well, and we're gonna replace this cargo rack here with the 2 capacity in order to get a refinery so we can start making some money from mining. There are different types of refineries. The main difference is how many bins they have. The more bins they have, the more expensive they are, but also give you the opportunity to mine several metals at the same time and make more money. For this example, I'm gonna equip this refinery with only 2 bins, and they are pretty much enough for what we're going to do. We are all set up. We have our refinery, a cargo of 8 tons and 2 mining lasers. All we need now is find an asteroid belt so we can mine some precious metals and bring them back home so we can sell them and make money. Our next step should be going to the galaxy map and take a look at the systems around the system we are. Of course, if we know that the system we are has a nice asteroid belt, we can go there, but as we can see here, this is a rocky ring type, and we are looking for a metallic. Metallic has the best metals, and this one over here, only a jump away. If we take a look at the system view, we are going to see that it has a metallic with major reserves. This is our destination. We are going there to mine, and we're not gonna waste our time with any metal we find. We want the good metals, those that sell for really good money, and these are palladium, platinum, and maybe gold or silver. We'll see what we are going to find out there. There we go. Got our first chunk, and it has palladium. This is what we are looking for. Palladium, platinum are the best, and we are gonna take advantage of this nice little asteroid belt. Now we have to scoop it, of course. And this is where our refinery bin comes into play. We get to choose which of these metals we want to keep on our refinery bins, and we can vend the others. I'm gonna keep the palladium, and I'm gonna vend the gallite. I don't want the gallite. And after we fill our cargo with precious metals, we can go back and sell it. And the profit from mining can be quite big if you find the right precious metal and sell them back to a station. The Sidewinder, although it's a starting ship, it can be very versatile and allow you to explore any activity of this beautiful game. You can choose to transform your Sidewinder into an explorer, a miner, a trader, or even a killing machine. There are really no limits. This will be your first ship, and it will help you make your first money in order to progress in the game and of course buy other ships, but you can always return back to the Sidewinder whenever you want and outfit it for a specific role you want to perform. This was the Sidewinder. Thank you all for joining me watching this video. I'm Squid of Love, fly safe commanders, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.